gonna make your country go broke. Your country go broke. No one's gonna have shit. Fuck the oil. I'm gonna light it all on fire. I'm gonna destroy my infrastructure. Just make everybody feel it. You'll start seeing war on the streets when that gas hits $20 a gallon.
Absolutely.
You don't have to have a world war. You'll have one here. You don't give a shit about a world war. That electricity won't even be on. You can't afford that to even turn on the news to find out there's a world war. You got to go fight your neighbor. You got to go up the street. You got to go rob a store for whatever goods they have, because bread costs $50, $20. You want a peanut butter jelly sandwich, you're going to have to go kill somebody for it. Everybody's got morals while they got money in their pocket. But as soon as the money's gone, you'll see how many morals you really have as a society. That shit goes out the window. That's one of the first things that's going to go out the window. Fuck the truth. Your morals is going to go out the window. You will steal. You will lie. You will cheat. You will to eat, to survive.
Yeah. You know, even as you're talking, I'm like, my God, this is biblical. You know, I pray that it doesn't come down to this point.
We all should. We all should.
Like, but as we all know, self-preservation, that's the first law of the land.
Mm-hmm.
There is another part of the world that cannot afford for us to control that oil.
Mm-hmm.
They just can't. You know, then we're playing an entire different game. I mean, it's energy warfare.
Once upon a time, I said that I don't think there will be a civil war. Once upon a time, I didn't really see a civil war on the horizon. But as time goes on, right, as I start to process more and more of what's going on and how things will end up, I see a civil war on the horizon. And not for the reasons you may think. Some of you may think that, oh, there's going to be a civil war so we can take our country back. Oh, we're going to fight the powers that be and take control and so on and so forth. No. I think you have it all misconstrued. It's going to be a civil war for a very different reason, and the reason that this guy just spoke in the video. Everything is going to be sky high, right? I don't know when, but it's definitely going to be in the near future. Bread is going to be expensive. Meat is going to be expensive. We're already seeing it today. Many people are not able to afford groceries. People are not able to afford the basic necessities. People can't have children. People who do have children can't afford to send their kids in daycare. Both mom and dad, if there is a two-parent household, they both have to work, right? Leaving a kid out in the wilderness and to themselves, right? Everything is expensive. Housing, groceries, bills, water bill, electric bill, everything you can think of. The cost to own a car is sky high. The cost to maintain a car is sky high. And one day, soon, right? Hopefully not. I'm just saying, I'm looking and observing what I see. But one day, right, it will all come to a head and it will pop. It will pop. But the reason it's going to pop is because people are going to get fed up. Yeah. People are going to get fed up. People are going to get fed up with the government screwing them over. They're going to get fed up with inflation screwing them over. They're going to get fed up with the rich, right, continuously hoarding the wealth. Yeah, they're going to get fed up. But here's the thing. At this point in time, it's absolutely too late. It is absolutely too late. So by the time Americans get fed up, by the time Americans say, oh, enough is enough, it's going to be too late. And they're already setting it up, right? And I said this before. They're already setting it up for you to go against your neighbor. Yep. Right? Come on now. Look at the mass division, right? If America actually wants to succeed, America needs to hold hands with their neighbor, right? If America actually wants to get back on the straight and narrow path, you will make amends with who the media tried to make your enemy, or who the media tried to point out and say, that is your enemy, right? Christians against Muslims, and blacks against whites, and immigrants against Americans, and Mexicans against whites, and Mexicans against blacks. It is clearly social programming. They're putting this out in the media for you to go against one another. It's clear as day. It's clear as day. And I've said before, this is the end of the America that we know, because most people don't want to wake up to the fact that they're being socially programmed. Most people don't want to wake up to the fact that your enemy is literally being orchestrated before your very eyes. Nobody wants to think. Nobody wants to do the work. Therefore, it all will collapse. All of it. So instead of working with your neighbor, instead of seeing your neighbor as your neighbor, instead of your enemy, right? So we can get this ship back on the road. No, people don't want to do that because people are mentally messed up, right? America has been lacking accountability for decades, hundreds of years. This is what happens when a country at large lacks accountability. This is what happens when a country at large don't want to take responsibility for anything, right? Trump is literally the representation of the American public. Absolutely. Right? The lack of accountability, the destructiveness, the divisiveness. He is literally a product of America. So people are wondering, how did this person get into office? How in the world is this monster, this idiotic monster, able to take office? Well, he was made in America. Just like you, just like me, just like everybody else around here. We were made in America. We were created in the chaos. We were created in a division. He is a product of the monster of America. That is it. Right? So, this civil war, it will only happen when everything becomes too much. And like I said, it's gonna come when it'll be well too late, right? And then the civil war is not going to be, like I said, against the powers that be. It's not going to be against the right people, right? Who are making your life harder by the day, right? They're already orchestrating it for you to go against your neighbor. So the civil war will just be a bunch of factions against one another, right? Further creating the collapse. That's all it's going to do. It's going to further enhance the collapse. So you're going to have factions here and there. You're going to have white supremacy factions. You're going to have your Mexicanos over here, your immigrants over there. You're going to have your black power factions, and all of this stuff is just going to collide. It's just going to collide. But this is what they need. I've been telling you, I've been warning you against this anyway. The collapse is still going to collapse, right? And the Civil War, even though I changed my mind about there actually being a Civil War, it won't be something like, oh, the army and so on and so forth. No, it's going to be several factions and states, right? The feds are not going to have the money to really get everything up under control. The money's not going to be there. The money is not there as it is. And they're spending all the money on purpose. So there won't be any money to divvy out to the federal government for them to get it under control. Why? Because they don't want it under control, right? They want it set ablaze, and they want to let it, let that flame ease itself out, right? So the Civil War will be neighbor against neighbor, right? That's all it's going to be, right? America's already isolating itself. America's isolating itself from the rest of the world. The rest of the world is moving away from America, right? The elites are moving their money overseas, right? They're already moving the jobs. They're already moving the AI infrastructure. They're already doing this as we speak. So they're already preparing for the inevitable. They're already preparing for it. And some of y'all gonna say, oh man, that's doom and gloom, Top. That's doom and gloom. Why it gotta be like that? Well, listen, I was born into this. I didn't make this. I didn't create the division, my boy. I didn't create the chaos, my boy. I didn't create man against woman, neighbor against immigrant. I didn't create this, right? Talk to your forefathers, right? Talk to everybody else. Don't talk to me. I'm just reporting what is going on, right? I collect data and I process it and I do predictive analysis. That is what I do. And I am telling you what possibly, because I'm open to being wrong. I'm not some god or some guru. I'm open to being wrong. But however, with the set of data that I have, what I've been analyzing, what I can clearly see that is happening around me, around us, I can confidently say this is probable, right? And the possibility is quite high. The possibility for a civil war is quite high, right? The possibility for unity, that is very low, right? Because we still got folks hollering Democrat versus Republican. We're still doing this. Is it not obvious at this point? Are we really still doing Democrat versus Republican? Are we still doing this? Are we still doing this when it's clear as day that it's the same wing? Or what is it? Two wings to the same bird? Ain't it clear as day now? It's not clear as day. I gotta stop thinking that. I gotta stop thinking that it's clear as day because folks don't want to open their eyes. And that's why I'm making the moves that I'm making. Right? That's why I made my last video for the Patriots. Save your fucking self. Because these other so-called patriots, they're not going to do anything. Everybody who claims to be a patriot, oh, I'm so patriotic. Then, nah, man. They're helping the flame. They're helping America collapse. There is no more patriotism. The patriotism that is left is all false. The collapse will continue. If people love their country, they will do what's right. But right doesn't live in America. Unless it's far right. Right? But that's neither here nor there. Right doesn't live in America. Right? Because America doesn't know right. America only knows wrong. So what happens when that continues to be continuous? Wrong, and you're never righting your wrongs. Well, you get a destructive people. And when you get a destructive people, you get a destructive government. And with destruction comes chaos. And with chaos comes demise. Listen, I'm just reporting what's going on. So I do see a civil war on the horizon. But it'll just further the collapse. Maybe other countries will have to step in one day. Who knows? Maybe America will be the ones who have to accept care packages. Listen, I'm just saying. We've been sending care packages to other countries for the longest, right? I guess when we had the money. But America no longer has any money. Who knows? I could be wrong. But all I know is something is on the horizon. People can't afford to live. Americans can't afford to live. And you best to start getting your shit together. Listen, come over to the Patreon and join the family. I'm teaching you how to make money via AI and building your own system so you can create your own freedom, so you can follow your purpose and you can build your own power. Listen, We're in the days of sovereignty, right? Countries are trying to build their own sovereignty now so they don't have to be dependent on each other. You should be doing the same thing. You should be doing or building your own sovereignty. Listen, I am teaching you how to make money via building systems via AI. Come over to the Patreon and join the family. Also, you can join the inner circle only through the Patreon. We're having our group meetup. This is a network and strength training meetup through emotional strength, physical strength, spiritual strength, all the above. We're having it at the end of December. I'm only accepting a few members, not everybody. Right? So come over to the Patreon and join the family if you really want to achieve your freedom. You want to achieve your global sovereignty. Come over and learn something. I have all the tools. I have all the wisdom that you need to be able to jumpstart that progression. Listen, the after pill is the ideology. The escape blueprint is the framework. And PFP life is how you should live. Purpose, freedom, and power. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
I built a life. I built a family. I worked my hands raw to get here, and I'm not done. This is the escape blueprint, PFP life, a way out of the grind and into control. You'll learn how I stack cash, build systems, and reclaim time so you can live on your own terms. You will watch me maneuver and grind towards the life that I achieve for myself, and you can also do the same. Join the circle, join the Patreon, learn the steps, and protect your freedom. The escape blueprint, PFP life.